What was the most unexpected birthday gift someone gave you? Not even joking, in 4th grade my friend gave me a 3-hour couples massage coupon. I'm sorry, what? Where did they even get that? Was it homemade or for a professional shop? And, of course, did you redeem it? Asking the real question here. A few days before my 30th birthday, my wife told me she had a meeting in the city and would be home late, but she actually drove to the airport and picked up my best friend who had secretly flown in from out of state to surprise me. The next day she took us to a spot a few hours away where we spent my birthday weekend with a bunch of my other friends. One of the best weekends of my life. Why is she an ex? You don't have to answer if it's too personal. It's okay. I figured someone would ask. We were high school sweethearts, and when we got to our early 30s we realized we had grown in very different directions and made the responsible choice to no longer be married. We're on very friendly terms, and have both moved into new phases of our lives. We're both much happier, and we got out without any kids, and without hating each other. I have an old silver watch that a nun gave me when I was in my teens. I would visit her in the nursing home when I was doing my required service hours for school. She was so sweet and I always looked forward to seeing her every day. My senior year she passed away, but gave me her watch before she did. I wore that watch every day until finally it stopped working. A couple years after I moved in with my now fiancé, I accidentally lost it and was really upset for a long time because of that. For my birthday last year I told my fiancé that I didn't want him to spend any money on me so we can save for our wedding. That morning he handed me a small box. Inside was the watch, which he found at the bottom of a box in the basement, and he had cleaned it and fixed it. I still wear that watch every day, and that was honestly the best gift I'd ever received. You're gonna have to share a picture of that watch. There are enthusiasts around these parts. Not birthday, but one that was both unexpected and much appreciated. My father's uncle never had any kids of his own, so my father, his brother, and my 2 brothers and I were the focal point of his life. Every Christmas you could count on him bringing everyone a check for $50, and another gift of some sort, a book, an article of clothing. One time, he brought my younger brother a stapler. Well, this past year, when it's time for him to hand out gifts, he puts a huge box in my lap, and tells me to open up. I would have been fine with the $50, but he that I love to cook, decided to spend well beyond his limits and buy me an overly expensive electric pasta maker, and it was hands down the best gift I had received from anyone in a few years. He unexpectedly passed away 2 weeks ago, no more than 2 months after I got that gift. I'll never stop using it, and I'll never forget the significance it has on my life, and the meaning it had on his. My girlfriend and I started dating freshman year of college, and neither of us live in the state we go to school in. Over the summer we went home and did long distance for the 3 months. My birthday is in the summer, and she kept telling me she was gonna send gifts she got for me, and kept asking questions like, when does mail usually get to your house? She also made up a story about how the kids she babysat liked to take her phone and play with it, and that she was taking them to a pool the next day. Her mom texts me that day while I'm at work telling me that one of the kids dropped her phone in the pool. I felt so bad because I was told that my GF was a wreck about the whole situation. I get home from work and I'm sitting on the couch, and my mom comes home and tells me the package that my GF sent me was on the porch. So I opened the front door expecting a big cardboard box, but instead I got a short, gorgeous lady who had flown so many miles to spend a week, my birthday, with me. I admit, Reddit's tendencies had me ready for the worst right around the phone part. Thankfully, we got a happy ending, and so did you. Apparently, he never said the short gorgeous lady was his GF. A few years ago my siblings and I hosted a 70th birthday party for my dad on my birthday. My birthday is in July, his in February. We had him fooled into thinking the surprise party was for me, and he was shocked when he walked in and realized it was his party. Half the fun was watching him almost spoil the surprise about a half a dozen times. Fast forward to yesterday, I get a package in the mail with a super cozy sweatshirt and note from Dad saying this was a birthday gift for me on his birthday. Included in the note, he stated, "I couldn't think of better person I would want to swap birthdays with." I'm not gonna lie, the note was the real gift. My father, rest his soul, gave me a motorcycle at the age of 13. I had no friggin' idea it was coming or how to use a clutch. I turned 63 last year for 50 years on a bike. Current bike is a Harley Softail. Victory hand shiny side up, friend. I discovered a musician right before my 14th birthday, and his music was starting to grow on me, though I wasn't completely obsessed yet. I told my mother that he was coming to the city we lived in, but I didn't know the date. On my birthday, I received a card that contained 2 tickets to the show, which happened to be 2 days after. Also, I got to meet him. Probably the best night I've had so far. Edit. Spelling smiley face. Edit number 2. The musician in question was Mystery Skulls, on his tour last year. Best show I've been to so far, and I've been obsessing over his music since. Experiences are the best gifts. Who were the musician? Mystery Skulls. He's awesome. My husband and I were trying to have a baby, and not having success. For my 34th birthday, my mom sent me a sleep giraffe for my future baby nursery. Turns out it was the last birthday gift I would get from her. She died 10 months after that birthday in 2016. I found out I was pregnant in early 2017, and never got to share that news with her. I remember being annoyed when I opened the box, but now I realize it was just a sweet sentiment from her telling me not to give up. After she passed, going throughout her things, I found a congratulations card meant for me in the event I had a baby, a card she never got to send. I look at that sleep giraffe every day. It's the first thing I see every morning when I wake up, and she tells me every morning, "Don't give up." This story is both heartwarming and heartbreaking. My condolences, sad face. My best friend gave me a package of 48 Wormana strings. They all have names now. Edit. Since some people wanted to know the names, here is a couple. Maki Jude Anna Chris, that guy Spencer Reagan Molly Egg 2, 0 Egg 3, 0 Sam June to February Peach. You are my daughter's spirit animal. She has them hanging all over her bedroom. My grandma got me a book for my 13th birthday because I loved to read. The unexpected part was the book being bondage. Very educational for a 13-year-old. A shark fetus in a jar. Classmate of mine knew a fisherman who'd accidentally caught a shark in his net one day, and it died before he could free it. So he took the shark to a vet because she looked pregnant, and the vet cut her open and pulled out 5 or so fully formed babies. The vet kept 3. The fisherman kept 1, and my friend took the last one and gave it to me as a birthday gift a week later because she knew I collected taxidermy stuff. The shark is the first and so far only wet specimen of the collection. It's a small spotted cat shark, by the way, so nothing dangerous. It's actually kinda cute. That's so awesome. I'd seriously if I got a wet specimen as a gift. I've been wanting one for years, but my family and friends think they're creepy and gross. My friends and I frequently hung out at a hotel that had an indoor pool since my buddy knew the owner and they would let us swim for free. We got some people together and went there to swim on my birthday, and one by one I noticed my friends vanishing from the pool. One of my buddies pulled me out of the pool to go get changed, and when I walked into the men's room, out of the stall walked one of my best friends in full clown costume, makeup, and said, "I heard it was somebody's birthday." I'm not afraid of clowns at all, but this one definitely caught me off guard. Also, he rented a room to stay at for the night and filled it with balloons and streamers. That's awesome, and those seem like true friends, smiley face. Met a girl surfing when I was 19 and living on a small sailboat in Port Aransas, TX. We talked a bit between sets, and somewhere I mentioned my 20th birthday. I said I had always wanted chocolate chip cupcakes, but my parents died when I was young, and raising myself I never had birthdays. On my 20th birthday I got back to the boat after work, and there was a card, balloon, and a plate of chocolate chip cupcakes. Thanks, stranger, they were wonderful. That's adorable. On my 20th birthday, my mom asked me if I could take the day off of school. I said, sure. I go to her house and she tells me to get in her car. She stops for gas, so I'm thinking, ooh, a road trip. Maybe we're going to San Antonio and I'll finally get that Louis Vuitton messenger bag I've been wanting. We get back in the car, and after about 10 minutes, she pulls over and says, I need to look at the map. Here, go ahead and read your birthday card while I'm looking at it. The card had typical mom stuff in it, but the very last line was, I can't wait to see you smile again. The parking lot we were in was a dentist's office. She took me in for a consultation for a full mouth veneers. We got the price. We went to the bank to get the money, stopped for Chinese food, then went and prepaid the dentist for my veneers. It's been 12 years and my chompers still look the way they did when I first got them. Have you had any complications with them? I need a bridge soon, but eventually would like to consider veneers. Typically, my friends and I never really did birthday presents. The crew would get together for a nice dinner or a night at a bar, and the birthday person ate and/or drank for free. Presents were never a thing with us. So, when I had turned 30, my girlfriend at the time and I had recently moved aboard a boat full-time. Now I don't remember precisely how we celebrated my birthday that year, but I think it was dinner and drinks, per normal. So I was totally surprised when two of my buddies told me they had chipped in and got me a birthday boat-warming gift, and they both seemed pretty excited about it. I told them that it wasn't necessary, but they insisted. So I opened the box and find a vintage-style bronze telescope in a leather case, engraved with, "To a dear friend on his birthday. Happy 30th. I was floored. It seemed so out of character for our crew, and it was thoughtful and just perfect. I put that bad boy on display right next to the compass on the lower steering station, and that was its home the 7 years I lived there. I have a pic of it in situ somewhere, but for now, from my aunt, a Pikachu watch when I turned 14 because my favorite color was yellow. Not even into Pokemon. My mom thinks any cute fuzzy animal is a Pikachu. Cartoon dinosaur, Pikachu. Cat from a comic strip, Pikachu. Purple rabbit, Pikachu. I think she did it on purpose, but with my mom every animated imaginary animal was a Pokemon. Digimon was also Pokemon. So many things were Pokemon. She never put an S on the end though, so silver lining. My 18th birthday, I had a friend give me a pocket labeled Ultra Super Sucker with extra lubrication in front of other friends, my siblings, and my parents. Needless to say, everyone was shocked. How long did you wait to use it? An LT, 30 seconds. $300 worth of nickels from my grandfather. He was doing and I never expected him to see my comment at all, but he did and posted a happy birthday to me on his social media accounts. Is there anything that doesn't happen to you? Bones breaking. Never broke a bone. A gun rack. Despite the fact that I don't own a gun, let alone many guns to necessitate an entire rack. Better appreciate my present. If you're not careful you might just lose me. My friend beat me with a sock in the bathroom. When they left they gave me the sock and it was full of Jolly Ranchers. I have been smacked in the by Jolly Ranchers in a sock. Believe me, it hurts. My ex-BF's grandpa died. He went to help his grandma go through out his belongings. Turns out grandpa was a closet homosexual. So for my birthday he brought me a trash bag full of all printed out copies. Or did you get any Werther's originals? Maybe not unexpected, but more unconventional. One of my guy friends gave me lingerie for my birthday. Really nice too, as weird as it was. I wore it and told him lol.